Hello everyone, welcome to another trade breakdown on EURUSD. I'm going to be focusing on five main things on this trade breakdown. That is my key levels, my dealing ranges, my market profile, my CRT patterns, and my drawn liquidity. Okay, based on these five things, I'm going to begin my analysis. Okay, starting my analysis, I always like to first identify the range in which I'm trading in. Okay, this is the range in which I'm trading in, where the range high and the range low and the 50% are all visible in front of everyone. Okay, right now I'm going to be looking at my key level, right? My key level, right, is going to be this bearish candle, based on the fact that the down close candle that liquidated the lows, right, is going to act as a key level when price actually engulfs it. So the main thing I would like you guys to understand is that the market was in a ranging profile, right? Then after it entered the manipulation profile with one bearish candle. As soon as price now closed above the bearish candle, now we expanded higher, and then we create a model number one, or our order block. So the market expanded above the bearish candle. So when I see price entering an expansion profile, right, I always wait for at least a retracement profile. The market now made a retracement profile towards this key level, right? Okay, this now can make you understand that you are trading from here to this key level, right, to the opposite end of the range, right? Okay, based on this, I would like to clearly analyze my short-term drawn liquidity and my long-term drawn liquidity, right, for you guys, based on the CRTs and based on the range profiles that I'm going to be analyzing. Okay, based on that, you can clearly see that price was actually giving us a bearish weekly CRT, right? This was the price was giving us a bearish weekly CRT, because you can clearly see that the previous weeks actually was sweeping liquidity higher. So we are expecting the current week to be going lower, right? Okay, you can clearly see that price is expanding lower, right? This is our short-term drawn liquidity, right? Okay, based on this fact, right, you can understand that price is probably leaving from up here and it's coming down here, right? And price have already reached 50% of our CRT. So everything you are probably seeing here is our short-term drawn liquidity, right? Okay, based on this alone, you can actually generate an idea that this week I'm probably gonna be selling EURUSD, right? And it's probably clear in front of everyone. And I wouldn't want to complicate this so much that you won't be able to understand. It is clear that there's a bearish CRT forming and price is actually respecting the bearish CRT. Okay, based on this fact, you can clearly understand that price is actually selling, right? And because we are having our bearish CRT. Okay, now I'm going to be moving to the daily time frame, right? On the daily time frame, I would like to focus on my dealing range, right? My dealing range, right, is actually the logic that when we have an expansion profile, right, we expect price to actually retrace at least 50% or below 50% before we continue pushing higher. So if I put my Fibonacci retracement tool, you will clearly see that price is retracing, right? And for that reason, right, you can clearly see that price never reached 50%. This is just an inducement. So price came and then respected our weekly key level, right? And price was not actually respecting our 50%. So for that reason, we are still expecting price to continue going lower based on that. So meaning our long-term drawn liquidity is the opposing end of the range, and then we are also expecting price to actually continue going even lower. And because of that fact, we also know that we have our bullish order block below it that we expect price to respect. We also have our bullish fair value gaps where we also expect a reaction to take place, and we also have another bearish fair value gap below that we actually expect price to actually respect. Alright, and this is just the idea in which I'm actually expecting price to respect. And okay, based on the weekly CRT, right, you can clearly see that price was actually selling, starting out from one from Tuesday, right? Price has been selling starting up on Tuesday, and it's respecting the weekly CRT. There's an alignment, right? No price is fractured. So when price is fractured, always expect no that the daily should align with the weekly before you actually do anything. So based on this alone, you have been able to understand why price is selling, right? Okay. Now I am actually looking at price on the sense that price will continue selling right up to this fair value gap or to this other block. So I'm just waiting for price to do this one of these two things. This is we are trading inside this dealing range. This swing low, this swing low, and this swing high. So this is our dealing range. So we expect price to respect it, and this is our bullish PDRS, right? So our bullish key levels in which we expect price to respect. So based on this, we just have to wait, right, and be trading what price is actually presenting to us. So we saw we are selling, so we are just supposed to continue selling on this our short-term drawn liquidity. But we don't actually forget that we are actually bullish based on the long-term overview market structure, because the weekly is sweeping the low of the range, so we expect the market to go towards the opposing end of the range. Okay. So if you have been following my channel, you should understand that my analysis are always based on these things. Always based on key levels, dealing ranges, market profiles, CRTs, and draw on liquidity. So when we have a key level, right, we always love to have a key level on the 1 week, 1 week, 1 day, or the 4 hour. That's the time frames in which we always want to have our key level. Then our dealing ranges, I always prefer we have it on the 1 week. We refine it on the 1 day, and then we trade it on the 4 hours. And then our market profile, I always like to focus only on expansion profile and manipulation profile. If you are still a beginner, avoid the manipulation profile, only trade the expansion so as to avoid mistakes early. So focus more on the expansion profile. And then drawn liquidity, I always like to focus on two types of drawn liquidity, the short term and the long term. So these are the main things I always like to focus on. So you can clearly see how price was delivered from this bearish key level. This is the 1 hour time frame. The market create our model number one and then continue to sell. So this is a very brief video. So if you have been able to watch the video to this extent, so please just subscribe, comment, like, share the video, so that the algorithm can grow. So this is the video in front of you, so it's for free. Enjoy the video. If you have any question, you can put the question in the comment section.